Right now, all around you, there is an invisible war taking place. Every time you send a text, load a website, or type in a password, your computer chops that data into tiny pieces called packets and fires them into the digital ether. To a normal person, this process is invisible. It's magic. But to a hacker or a network engineer, there is no magic. There is only the wire. And if you know how to listen to the wire, you can see everything. Every password, every downloaded file, every secret conversation. Today, we are taking a deep dive into network analysis and packet sniffing. I'm going to show you the exact command line tools that cybersecurity professionals use to map networks, hunt for backdoors, and literally pluck clear text passwords right out of thin air. Before you can attack or defend a network, you need to understand the battlefield. Let's start with the absolute basics, the command line reconnaissance tools. The very first thing any hacker does when they drop into a terminal is type one word, ifconfig. This command pulls the critical information about your own machine. You can't navigate a map if you don't know where you are standing. This tells us our IP address, our subnet mask, and our MAC address. And as you can see, I am using Wi-Fi. If we want who is in our network, we can use netdiscover command, and it will show as who is in our network, in my case, in the Wi-Fi. Once we know who we are, we need to find out who else is out there. For that, we use ping. If we type ping 192.168.1.7, ping is the digital equivalent of knocking on a door and waiting to see if someone answers. It accepts an IP address or a domain name. We send an ICMP echo request, and if the target system is alive and connected to the network, it replies. It is the fastest, simplest way to determine if a target is live. So, we know we are on the network, and we know our target is live. But what if we are on the blue team? What if we suspect our own computer has been compromised by malware? We need to see who our computer is talking to behind our back. We use netstat. Netstat shows us every single connection coming into or going out of our system. It is the ultimate troubleshooting and threat hunting tool. If we type netstat-a, we display all active connections and the TCP and UDP ports on which the computer is listening. We can get surgical with our switches. Use -s to display network statistics. Use -u for UDP connections. Use -l to see only the ports that are actively listening for an incoming connection, a prime spot to look for a hacker's backdoor. But staring at a massive wall of text is for amateurs. We are going to pipe this command into grep to filter for exact keywords. By typing netstat-a pipe grep http, the terminal filters out the noise and only shows us the Apache web server running on our system, listening for web connections. If you want something faster and more detailed than netstat, you use SS. The SS tool is a modern utility that dumps socket statistics. It provides even more information than netstat and parses it in a highly readable format. If you are hunting for rogue connections, SS is your best friend. Now, we move from just looking at connections to reading the actual data flowing through them. Welcome to the world of network sniffers. A network sniffer, also called a packet analyzer or protocol analyzer, is a tool that intercepts and logs traffic that traverses a digital network. Think of the network like a postal service, and packets as the envelopes. A sniffer allows you to stand in the post office, look at every single envelope passing by, and even rip them open to read the letters inside. There are dozens of incredible tools for this. SolarWinds Deep Packet Inspection, WinDump, Network Miner, Capsa, and T-Shark. But today, we are going to focus on the two undisputed kings of packet analysis, tcpdump and Wireshark. But before we can sniff, we have to change the way our computer's ears work. Normally, your network interface card, or your NIC, only pays attention to packets that are specifically addressed to its own IP address. It ignores the rest of the noise. To intercept traffic, we have to put our network interface card into promiscuous mode. Promiscuous mode forces your network card to pick up every single packet traversing the local network segment, whether it belongs to you or not. We stop ignoring the noise, and we listen to everything. Let's open up tcpdump. This is a command line packet analyzer. It doesn't have a pretty graphical interface. It is raw, text-based power. If we just type tcpdump, our screen will instantly flood with thousands of lines of unreadable text. It's like drinking from a fire hose. We have to filter it. First, we want to save our data so we can analyze it later in a forensic lab. We use the -W switch, followed by a file name. We type tcpdump-w evidence.cap. This writes all the raw packet data into a .cap or .pcap file. But let's say we only care about traffic involving a specific target IP address. We use the host filter. Typing tcpdump host 192.168.1.4 shows us traffic coming and going from that specific target. If we only want to see what they are sending out, we type tcpdump sarc host 192.168.1.4. We can also filter by port. Let's say we only want to see unencrypted web traffic. We type tcpdump-vv dst port 80. By filtering for destination port 80, we only see HTTP traffic. Notice that I added the -VV switch. That stands for very verbose. This tells tcpdump to deeply decode the IP and TCP headers, revealing the juicy details like what web browser the target is using. We can even filter by the exact TCP flags. tcpdump TCP open bracket, TCP flags close bracket equals TCP-SYN. This gives us only SYN flags, which is great for detecting port scans. If we want other flags like ACK and FIN, we just have to change the C in here. And because we are in Linux, we can chain these together using logical operators like AND or OR. If we want to exclude a specific IP from our scan to reduce noise, we use the negation symbol, or NOT. Typing tcpdump not host 192.168.1. says, show me everything except this guy. Now for the fun part. Let's explore how tcpdump can be used to analyze unencrypted data streams for security vulnerabilities like passwords. Remember, many old protocols like HTTP, FTP, and Telnet do not encrypt their data. If someone logs into a website using HTTP, their username and password fly through the air in plain readable text. We just have to catch it. You are going to build a massive filter. I'm not going to show you here how to filter that, because this YouTube, but you know how to do, right? Okay, the moment someone on your network logs into an unsecure service, their credentials will flash across your screen in bright text. It is terrifyingly easy. So, they can even use some filters to extract browser cookies with a hijacked session cookie. A hacker doesn't even need your password. They just inject the cookie into their browser and they become you. tcpdump is the scalpel. It's fast, it's deadly, and it lives in the terminal. But when we need the surgical operating room, we use Wireshark. Wireshark is the undisputed gold standard of network analyzers. It takes the messy .pcap files we captured with tcpdump and organizes them into a beautiful, color-coded graphical interface. I have full guide on Wireshark. You can check it out if you want. When you start Wireshark, you select your interface, and it begins packaging packets. To use Wireshark effectively, you must master its filtering language. You type these right into the filter bar at the top. If you want to isolate a single conversation, you type ip.addr equals 192.168.1.4. Notice the double equals sign. That is the operator. If we want to see what web server they are talking to, we filter by port, tcp.dst port equals 80. But Wireshark's most powerful feature is deep packet inspection. If we are looking for a specific piece of malware or a specific string of text hidden deep inside the payload of a packet, we use the contains operator. We type TCP contains something, then quote. This searches the raw hexadecimal and ASCII payload of every single packet for that specific word. It leaves hackers and malware with nowhere to hide. If you want to learn Wireshark, go ahead and learn. Sniffers and network analyzers like Wireshark and tcpdump aren't just hacking tools. They are the essential flashlights you need to see what is taking place in the dark corners of your network. The better you understand how these tools work, how to filter the noise, and how to analyze the traffic, the better you will be as a network engineer, a defender, or an ethical hacker. If you want to see me take these skills further and use Wireshark to reverse engineer a live malware infection, hit the subscribe button. I'll put a cheat sheet for all these TCP dump filters down in the description. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. One life, one shot, make it count.